Hi, I'm Mark, and this is Let's Vibe, the channel all about crystals and our feelings. So, it's been a little while since I last posted. It's just, it's been such a weird time. Um, I mean, of course, there's been a lot with the astrology going on. We recently, well, actually, some of it is still going on, but we recently had a Venus Cazimi, which is when the Sun and Venus are conjunct. And that was also with Mercury. The Sun and Mercury were conjunct around that same time. And that was all happening in Gemini. We're still in Gemini season. And at that same time, the Sun and Venus and Mercury were squaring Saturn. And anytime there's a square with Saturn, there's always some challenges of some kind. And for me personally, it was very interesting just looking at my own transits, the transits of my birth chart, because during this Sun and Venus and Mercury square Saturn right now is squaring my natal Saturn. So there were two squares happening. And when you've got Saturn squaring your natal Saturn, that's, again, another indicator of challenges. And I was definitely feeling that in the last couple weeks. This past month has really been just, it doesn't stop there, y'all. Also with my birth chart, I don't just have Saturn squaring natal Saturn. At the time of the Sun and Venus and Mercury squaring Saturn, Sun, Venus, and Mercury were opposing my natal Saturn. So it was just like Saturn overload. I mean, that's just a little bit much going on. So the last few weeks, definitely, just to put it simply, the last few weeks have been a challenge. Definitely emotionally challenging, mentally challenging, with Mercury and Venus in there. Practical challenges, facing some old fears. It's just, this past month has really, for me personally, and I know for many people are experiencing challenges with, in relation to Saturn right now. But for me personally, it was, this has been a major transitionary time, really moving out of an old cycle, moving out of an old life and stepping into something brand new. And at that same time, I've also been very focused on manifestation. I've been working on my own personal manifestations, and it's just, yeah, very challenging with all of these Saturn transits. And so I've been thinking in the last few weeks, like, what's a stone that would be good for this Gemini season, especially with all of these Saturnian challenges. And the stone that I came across and the stone that I've been spending time with in the last few weeks is Dalmatian stone. So right away, you can see why this is called Dalmatian stone. This is also referred to as Dalmatian jasper, but technically speaking, this is not a jasper. It is a microcrystalline quartz, but for some reason, I don't know all the details and specifics, but even though it's a microcrystalline quartz, it doesn't meet all of the requirements to be considered jasper. So I'll just refer to this as Dalmatian stone. But you can see why it's called that. Black spots on white, or really off-white. So it is made of quartz, but the black spots are black tourmaline. So Dalmatian stone is mined in Chihuahua, Mexico, which is a a state in northern Mexico. And this is a Gemini stone. It also can resonate with other zodiac signs, but it does have some Gemini qualities to it, especially with, the black and the white. Gemini is the twins, and it's got this aspect of duality. So the main reason I was really drawn to Dalmatian stone at this time is because this is a stone that's all about play and connecting with your inner child, freeing the inner child. When I hold this stone, I get this energy and this sense of kind of like releasing tension and opening up in a creative sense, opening up to creativity, opening up and allowing that inner child to play and create and have fun. And I think that's definitely something anyone could use during challenging times, during Saturnian transits. Play and fun. We live in a society that really dismisses that. Even among children, like, it's quite common to see adults teaching children that, their playtime or their creativity is not valuable, but play is very powerful. Play is directly associated with creativity. And it can be really powerful to tap into the energies of playfulness and joy and creativity during difficult, challenging times. And so this stone really has given me a sense of relief from some of the pressure that I've been feeling, some of the mental and emotional pressure. It's helped me feel more, it's just helped me get more into that vibration of childlike fun. And it also connects you with that childlike wonder and curiosity. This stone, with its black tourmaline, with the black tourmaline spots, this stone can remove and absorb heavy energies and harmful energies from your aura and from the space around you. And so it cleanses heavy energies and helps you come into a more balanced space. With the black and the white, it's reminiscent of the yin yang, the masculine and feminine symbol. So it really does help you balance your own inner masculinity and femininity, because we all have a combination of masculinity and femininity. So Dalmatian stone can help us balance that. And it also gives you a sense of, well, it can boost your self-confidence. This stone can help boost your self-esteem and put you in a space or a mindset that is just great for creating, getting into your creativity, and putting your creations out there, whether that's art or writing or music or whatever it is, your own personal style, your own personal fashion. This stone can really help you express that and share that. And it really gets rid of, or it helps you release that anxiety and fear that can come up when we're trying to create something, and especially if we want to share what we've created with the world, or even just with friends and family. This stone can help us feel more confident in sharing what we create authentically, and just in being our authentic selves. This stone was named after the dog breed, the Dalmatian dog breed, for obvious reasons. But even with that dog, the Dalmatian dog, that always reminds me of 101 Dalmatians, which was, of course, a famous Disney movie back in the 90s. And I was a kid in the 90s. So for me, that has some very obvious childhood connections. But I think the Dalmatian breed is a very energetic breed. It's a very playful, active, energetic kind of dog. And that is the kind of energy that this stone can help us get in touch with. It's a calming stone at the same time. I mean, while it does connect you with the energy of your creativity and playfulness, it is also grounding. This is an earth element stone, so it is grounding. It resonates with your root chakra, and in that sense, it is calming, and it does impart a sense of relaxation. What else? It took me a long time to buy this stone. I'd known about this stone for a number of years, but I never felt drawn to it. And sometimes, occasionally, I'm not drawn to a particular stone because I just feel like it doesn't resonate with me. And that's fairly rare. But I think in many cases, when I'm not drawn to a stone, or perhaps I feel repelled by a stone, it's because of my own energy. It's because of, my own energy and what's happening on the inside. And the fact that it took me so long to pick up Dalmatian stone and start working with it, it makes me think of the fact that it took me a very long time to connect with my inner child. It took me many years to really work on the issues that my inner child was carrying. And that was stuff that I worked on with my therapist for many years. And so just for me personally, the fact that I didn't want to work with this stone just for a long time, it just, I think that that points to the fact that I had a lot of blocks around my inner child and around my personal authentic creativity. And you know, I've had to work through a lot of different blocks, a lot of different fears in my own creative work. I do a lot of writing, a lot of creative writing. That's my main form of art. And I've had to work through a lot of fears, a lot of doubts, a lot of insecurities. It took me years to just allow myself to even write the things that I really wanted to write. And I remember in the past, in years past, when I did write something really authentic, I would then kind of hide it because I was scared to let other people see it. You know, what would they say? How might they react? And it sounds so, you know, it can sound like a simple problem that can easily be stepped over, but no. When you're in it, it really, these emotional blocks are very powerful. So it took me a lot of years and a lot of work and practice to get to the point where I just feel comfortable writing what I feel like writing and putting it out to the world. I publish my writing on a website for writers, and so a stone like Dalmatian stone can assist with that process of connecting with your authenticity on a deeper level and feeling confident to just be yourself and show your most authentic childlike self. This stone can also be used for sleep. Because it does have those grounding, calming qualities. It is good for sleep. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else. It's a good pick-me-up stone. If you're feeling down, if you're in a rut, this stone can give you like a boost of positive, feel-good energy. It can really pick you up from a slump and give you a sense of excitement in a way. Excitement for life and for the possibilities around you. So it is a great stone just for boosting your emotional state, your mental state. All around, Dalmatian stone is, I would recommend for anybody, because it really does help you feel better, you know, just in general. So I've been thinking, you know, what kind of song could I pick for this stone? And honestly, I feel like there are probably many songs that could match the energy of this stone. And so I thought of, you know, what songs did I listen to when I was a kid, when I was little? And one of the first songs that I remember really liking as a little kid was the song Girls Just Wanna Have Fun by Cyndi Lauper. So my family, we had and still have a record player, and we have a vinyl record of Cyndi Lauper's album, She's So Unusual. And when I was around 4 years old, I would put that record on and I'd play a few of the songs on there, but one of the songs I would always play was Girls Just Want to Have Fun. I thought it was so awesome. That song is just so much fun. And I would just be dancing all around the house as a 4-year-old. Dancing to Cyndi Lauper. I just thought that song was so energizing. It was so full of excitement and joy and playfulness. And it just made me, you know, it just made me burst out in creative energy and dance around. So I will include a link to Girls Just Want to Have Fun in the description box below. And to this day, I think that song it's very uplifting. It's very fun. It's very, it's nostalgic, you know, definitely. I think for many people, it can take us back to our childhoods or teenage years. And yeah, it's a great song. So give that a listen. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you haven't already. And once again, thank you so much for vibing with me.